Mr. Carter loves heavy-duty aluminum foil. Just loose enough that you can pull it open again if you need to, when you need to. Okay, I removed these breasts there here. Just gently cooked. Now I'm going to quickly scrape up these brown bits because I'm going to move them off to the side. If they cook too much more, they're going to be too brown and they're going to flavor our sauce too much. And we need a little bit more olive oil because we've got another breast. You probably would just do this once. I don't know that you do so many. It's a little bit more complicated to do so many bits because you got to control your heat and it's hard. So I put a little more olive oil and butter in there, and I've got one more chicken breast for that. And then we'll have all of our chicken breasts sauteed. But I wanted to show you about scraping. That's really important. When you're going to make your sauce, you're going to scrape up all the little brown bits. Sometimes you do that with your, and I'll show you, with the white wine or the chicken broth. But I want you to put those off to the side. They're nutty rather than burnt. And nutty's good, burnt's bad. So, like a brown butter sauce is one of the best sauces in the whole world. But once you go a little bit too far, it'll end up being too burnt, and you won't like it. It's like a roux. You'd start with something like this, because again, roux is just butter. Sometimes you use olive oil, and that's fine. Fat mixed with flour, just enough so that it just keeps browning. You have to keep stirring it so it doesn't burn, and that's the flavor that makes gumbo. It's also a thickener, right? Between the two. I turned this off because I don't want it to burn anymore. And now we're just waiting for this guy. Maybe we should get a little something to drink. What do you think? Can we get a little something to drink? Nobody's talking to me. I'm all by myself. So Mr. Carter has made me my cocktail. It's mostly ice with a lot of lemon juice because I just love my lemons. We have Meyer lemons growing out there. Oh my God. Everybody comes by and picks Meyer lemons because we have so many to share. We love sharing our Meyer lemons. But we're not going to give you our address because there won't be any left to give you our address. If you don't already know where we live, I'm sorry. There's some vodka in there too. So I asked Mr. Carter to bring his camera over because, like when you fry pancakes, this one I think might be particularly good. This is the third pancake in this pan, and no, it's a chicken breast. So I'm liking that little crispy brown crust. It's going to be nice. I want you to see that because that's an option. Some people like that. Uh-oh. I'm turning the water down so it doesn't boil over. And we're almost ready to make our sauce. We have our little chicken breast. What do they call these? Paillards. The pounded chicken breast is called a paillard. P-A-I-L-L-A-R-D. So these are just being kept a little bit warm here, off to the side, as they say. And this one, I think it's ready to go now. One of the reasons this one got a little bit browner is because it's a little bit thicker, so I did cook it a little longer. Okay, so now we turn this down to a simmer, low to simmer. And we do the little scraping business here. What's nice is because we've already got the flour going, we've made our own little kind of semi-roux here. And we're going to take this too, so we might as well use it. We've got a lot of chicken. And I'm actually going to turn this pan on again with some heat, and I'm going to show you on both of these pans what happens, how you get those brown bits completely up. Put your... Isn't that fabulous?
What are you putting in there now?
This is vermouth. It can be white wine. And it automatically, you see how now the bottom of the pan is just silky smooth. Automatically putting that liquid in there released all those little brown bits. That's perfect. Let me do the same thing over here. See what happens? Great. Now I'm going to let it cook a little bit, just bubble away a little bit. That takes the alcohol off. So you just get the flavor. And once I've got this one cleaned up, basically you're cleaning up your pan using your liquid. Chicken broth's a little bit stickier. It's not going to be quite so effective cleaning the pan as alcohol. So that's all set there. This is looking really nice here. Very nice. Notice how it's a little bit thicker. Really good. Now, if you wanted to add more flour, we would have done it before we added the alcohol, but we still can, because I think we want to make it a little bit more volume, so I need a little more flour. Let's try here. Now the idea, when you're trying to make a sauce and using flour as your thickener, the idea is to cook the flour and the butter together. Usually it's before you add your liquid, but this will be fine because I'm not doing very much. And that basically ensures that you're not going to have lumps, and it also ensures that you won't taste the flour. So this is a roux with some vermouth. Now I'm going to add some chicken broth. Looks like we have some organic chicken broth. That's nice. These are hard to pour. Could use a whisk here. I'm going to use a whisk. It'll help me break up those little flour bits. Donna, would you like me to put the chicken breast back in for a minute? I think you like that, don't you? You don't have to, but that's personal taste. I'll take this guy out. It's probably good. Alright, really good. Personal taste, to kind of reheat them and saturate them with the sauce. You can put the chicken breast back in the pan to reheat them in the sauce. Or you can put them on the platter and pour a hot sauce on top. The sauce is also so nice with the noodles. So what I'm going to do is turn those noodles back on, heat them up, put the noodles in, and we'll see you back here in a minute.